my mom very kind. She loves to give gifts, presents. So I do. So
Wow.
I think I'm like my mom.
Thank you for sharing, Zarina. Can you choose somebody who will answer next?
Can I
Akala.
answer?
Akal? Okay. Okay, sure.
Okay, hello everyone. I think maybe not. I sure. I like my mom. In my face like mom, but some character of my kind of character, like maybe my father. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. What
Okay.
characteristic?
Maybe one of character strogi. How can I say
Strict.
strogi?
Strict.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. My dad is very strogi person. I think I am also strogi with myself and another people around me. Yes, maybe. Yeah, thank you.
Maybe we can hear from those who just came in.
Yeah, welcome everyone.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome to Live Talk.
Hello, we can hear from Maya or Osama.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Hello.
Osama, this is our question. Can you read? So it's, are you more like your mother or your father?
I can say that I'm 50% like my mother, 50% like my father, I guess.
In what ways?
I'm hardworking like my father, and I'm kind like my mother, I think.
Okay. Thank you for sharing your answer. How about Maya? Maya?
You're welcome.
With us?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, who?
According for this, hello again, everyone. And according for the question, I think I'm like half of my mom and half of my father. According for my character, I'm like a father, and maybe as I look like my mother. Maybe some of my working moments, or in this way how I'm just organize my day, it's like my mother. But according my insights inside world, according for how I just decide to make some kind of decisions or solving problems, it's like my father.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for sharing your answer. How about who else?
Teacher, may I say?
Okay, Yanlik. Yeah, sure.
Today, this our live talks. Join my uncle. His name is Rustem.
Okay, yeah, welcome.
Hi, Uncle. Thanks for
Hi.
joining us.
What's his name? Sorry.
My name is Rustem.
Rustem. Welcome, Rustem.
Nice to meet you.
Do you want to answer the question, Yanlik or Rustem?
Okay, maybe I start.
Okay.
Are you more like? I think I like more my mother. But my brother said me, you look like full father. A lot of.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's nice.
Thank you for sharing. How about your uncle? Can you ask him, Rustem? Is it Rustem?
Rustem.
Rustem, are
Yes.
you more like your mother or your father?
And mother.
Ah.
Why did you say that you look like your you're more like
What?
your mother? Character or your features?
What?
Why did you say you look like more like your mother? Is it because of your physical appearance or because of the character of your mother?
Maybe he looks like his mother, right? You got your looks from your mother.
Bir
Alright.
certain ortada.
No, no.
No? Maybe
That's nice.
Mahardika also.
Okay, so we can proceed to our games. Thank you so much for participating in our warm-up question. But wait, there's more. We will have a game. So our game will be, for those who came late, we are, oops, oh, I think I went ahead of myself. So we are Live Talks, English Plus. So this is one of our avenue for us to help young people practice speaking English and be able to develop the leadership, like teach about integrity, friendship, and excellence. So we will have a game. It's called Who Am I? So who among you are familiar with famous artists, singers, and maybe historical persons? So we will have, so the mechanics of the game is this. You will be given 2 or 3 clues about the person, and then guess the person or the hero. And after guessing the name of the person, you can share shortly other information about the person that are not included in the clues. Okay, if there's done, then you can tell us, yeah. But if you have some idea or information about them, you can add. Okay, so let me call Zarina for the first person. Okay, so these
Yes,
are the
I am.
clues. Okay, so this person is a visionary and a civil rights leader.
Okay.
Yeah, he said, I have a dream.
Okay.
And he
In
received the
Arman.
Nobel Prize, Peace Prize for combating racial inequality.
I
Who
know
am I?
he's Abraham Lincoln.
Terus terbaik orang ya.
Another
I know
try. I
him.
Oh
have a
no no
dream.
no Nobel no Abraham. Sorry.
Black
Peace
something.
Prize.
Yeah,
I have a
he's a
dream.
black person.
Yeah, he's from Africa.
Okay,
Barack
that's
Obama.
No,
no.
It's not Barack Obama. I
I
told
am
you
Barack
it's
Obama. I'm from Africa, so I
Yeah,
can
he is
answer that
known
question.
for combating racial inequality. He fought for this. Yeah, that's why he is known for.
He is from South Africa, yeah, right?
Yes, that's right. He's
Oh,
from
I
South
know. I
Africa.
guess
I
I
am
know. I know who is.
Okay, you answer it.
Okay, Zarina,
Okay. It's
who
Nelson
is
Mandela.
it?
He was from South Africa, yes?
Yes.
And his name maybe Nelson Mandela. No?
Martin.
Okay, it's
Am I right?
Martin Luther King. There are actually many Black American or Black South African people who made a difference in history. So Martin Luther King was one of them. And he said, darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Okay, let's call, who wants to answer? Next. Thank you,
Mahardika,
guys,
maybe.
who's next?
Mahardika is ready.
Mahardika. Okay. So this person, this is what she said. It's a she. The only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. Do you have any idea? This is a lady. Okay. So she was blind. She's blind. Blind and deaf.
Blind.
Who has become a highly educated and intelligent young woman. Yeah, so she's famous for her quote.
I have heard her, but I forgot her name. Oh my God.
You can try.
From what country is she
From which country?
Maybe
Yeah.
country.
Which country?
I know he's foreigner, I think.
Hello.
Yeah, he's from
Ah,
another.
we can give initials, right?
American.
It starts with H. HK. HK.
HK.
Yeah.
Hillary Clinton.
Oh,
Clinton.
I know her.
Okay.
Actually, she was originally from German name, Helen Adam Keller.
That's
Oh.
right.
Adam
Very
Keller.
good.
I know because I have a German descendant. My German descendant is
cool.
Prince.
Okay.
I'm half
Very
German.
good. That's Helen Keller. All
Yeah,
right.
Helen Keller.
Thank you
Just
for your
okay.
answer. Very good.
Yeah.
So okay, this is the next person.
Oh,
Symbol of power
finally.
that one can make a difference. Okay, these are the clues. Yeah, he made a difference. This is also a Black person. He's the father of modern Africa. Who do you think this person is?
Who will answer?
Who will answer? Who's ready?
I think
Maya?
anyone can answer. If you know the answer, just say it.
Symbol of the power. That one.
Chok dulu dang chance.
A symbol of the power that one individual.
No Google, okay? No Google.
A person, yeah.
Guys, wait a minute.
He actually believed that
should charge
one
my
person
laptop.
can make a difference. That's the power that we have as individuals. And he is
Yeah,
the
this
father
guy,
of
I
modern
think.
Africa. I think somebody mentioned his name earlier.
Yeah, I think.
Nelson Mandela.
Nelson Mandela.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he won the Nobel Peace Prize for
Who answered
fighting apartheid. That's
Maya?
Nelson Mandela.
Yes,
Who said that?
Mandela.
Zarina. Is it Zarina? Congratulations, it's Maya.
Maya.
Okay, next person. So this is for the younger generation. Singing is her passion. A contemporary of Beyonce and Katy Perry, and one of her songs is entitled
Celine Dion.
Love Song. She's a younger person than Celine Dion.
Christina Aguilera.
She's a contemporary, but I think same batch as Beyonce or Katy.
Whitney Houston.
Maybe Yenlik, they know it. Yenlik or...
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, who said that?
Taylor Swift.
I think it's so hot.
It's
Taylor
so hard.
Swift.
It's Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. Okay.
Taylor Swift.
Do we have more
Sample.
time, Coach?
Joke.
Okay. Yeah, he's one of the richest men in the world.
Coach JR.
extremely generous philanthropist, Coach JR.
I hope I am. Coach JR.
Okay, I think the last one will help you answer. Who's this person?
Founded of one of the
Microsoft.
I guess I know
Steve
him.
Jobs.
Oh, you
He's
know
the
I know
that.
best
him.
friend of
Yeah.
Steve Jobs, I
Wow,
know.
I know him.
Microsoft.
Steve, yeah.
Bill
I know
Gates.
him. Bill Gates.
Bill
yeah.
Gates, that's
No,
right.
it's Lin.
All right. I did not see. I can only see the other names. So yeah. Can
We will
we?
help you. Maybe Osama.
Okay. He's a funny person.
Osama.
Osama, can you answer this, please? He's a funny person and martial arts artist known for kung fu moves.
I know.
Who is he?
Oh, it's very easy.
Okay.
It's
Who?
very easy. I know. I know it.
guess.
Jackie Chan.
Jackie
Yeah.
Chan.
Jackie Chan.
Wow.
It's very easy.
Very easy. Okay, this one probably you know, the guys. I can,
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. Wow, I only have one clue and you
Wow.
were able to answer that. Yeah, that's
That's
Michael.
great.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Do we have more?
Michael Jordan,
Okay. Oh, this is one member of the Justice League.
Aquaman.
She's
She.
a
Wonder
super-
Woman.
Wonder
Wow.
Woman.
What's the name of Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman.
Right. Yeah. Did you know that she has this power, empathy, super
Gal Gadot.
strength, that she's able to send somebody's or
Diana
someone's emotion.
Prince.
And
Diana Prince. Got
Wonder Woman. Gal Gadot.
Wonder Woman.
Gal Gadot. Yeah, that's Wonder Woman.
Israeli actress.
Oh yes, that's right.
Really?
Right. Who do you think this person is? Kazakhstan
Manny
is
Pacquiao.
his home
My home
country.
country.
Professional boxer.
Геннадий Головкин.
Muhammad Ali.
Ah.
Maybe
I'm
for
so-
those who are not familiar,
I'm so-
I think everyone.
Yeah.
I'm so bad
Oh,
to say in Kazakh. Oh my god.
Allah, Kazakhstan.
Yeah, he's Kazakh boxer.
Golovkin.
I don't know him.
You don't know?
Pacquiao.
Okay. This one is, he is a Grammy Award-winning Canadian pop star. Made a big comeback in 2015 with album Purpose.
Is he young?
Yes, he is young.
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber. Oh my godness.
Do you listen to his song,
No.
Sabrina?
No. We don't
I know
listen to Justin
Canadian.
Bieber's song.
Grammy Award-winning Canadian.
Yeah, he is a Canadian.
Yep.
All right. This one is the last one. She is the highest paid actress in the world. Famous for Hunger Games and
Jennifer Lawrence.
wow.
So smart.
Alat.
J-Lo.
So
If
smart.
there's
Where is
J-Lo,
Cristiano Ronaldo? Where is
Oh,
Ronaldo?
Ronaldo! Forza Ronaldo! Hala Madrid!
La Madrid.
Hala
Okay.
Madrid!
You are all very active in participating for the games. So I hope that you will be excited to hear also about our talk today. So thank you so much for participating in our games. Let's
Thank you.
listen to one of our coaches. He loves young people and he actually works as an English teacher in one of the universities here in Almaty. At the same time, he's studying Russian for him to be able to understand and talk to the people more. And in a short span of time, he was able to gain lots of Kazakh friends. So yeah, without further ado, I want to welcome Coach Chris.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Coach
Привет,
Chris will be
привет.
here.
Salem.
Hello.
Salam.
Yeah, I'm so glad to be here with you guys. Thank you for joining us. Really, we have an interesting topic. I think for me, this is something that we all need to hear and to be reminded of the identity that we have, right? So it's just but fitting to have such an activity like that. And so I hope you're ready, you're excited, you have your notebooks with you, or pens or phones to jot things down, and hopefully we can learn something together. All right. So if you could mute your microphones so we could have the optimum way of learning together. So this afternoon, I'll be sharing about our identity. This is something that we all need to really know or be well aware of, right? Most of the time, it's our first time to meet. If it's our first time to meet someone, this is what we do. We pass na contest. We introduce ourselves to other people, right? But of course, we cannot fully introduce ourselves to them like who we really are. We can only say about our name, our profession, and maybe some of our likes or dislikes, some of our hobbies, right? But I hope that if ever you'll be given the opportunity to describe yourself more, there's more that you can tell. It's not just your hobbies. It's not just your the things that you are doing outside your house. All right. So our goal is to have a journey to self-discovery together. So I hope you're excited. Okay. By the way, let me just plug my Instagram account. This is my Instagram. I want you to be my friends. Please follow me at Sian Ongtangco. That's my real name, Christian. Okay. But you can call me Coach Chris for short. Okay, I'm married now and have a and she happens to be my wife happens to be celebrating her birthday today. So also we have a very smart, very active son. He's a 4-year-old boy. His name is Ben, and we are loving our stay here in Almaty, and we're learning the Russian language at the same time we are teaching here in Kazakhstan. All right. I hope you could be friends with me. And if there are things that we can learn, we can teach you or help you, please contact me and our group here in English Plus KZ. So while preparing this message, I thought of this book. How many of you love reading books? Okay. And maybe if you love reading books, you've come across this book. This is called H3. And it's a book about leadership on how we can level up with our leadership goal or strengths. And one of that part of the H3 is the first H, which is humble. And it says that if you want to really know, you have to really know who you are. Okay, this is very fundamental. This is very foundational because if you don't know who you are, you will not get to where you want to go. Understand? And if you don't know where you want to go, how to get there is another question. So it starts with knowing who you are. So my question for you is this, fellow English Plusers. Who are you? Can you ask yourselves, who am I? Okay, if you could indulge me typing your short answer to our chat box. Try to answer, who are you really? Okay, who are you? Because this is something that's very important. If you don't know who you are, you don't know where you're going, and you don't know how to get there. All right? So let me just quickly share to you this video. I hope you haven't seen it, and if you saw it, please bear with me and learn from this. right? Teach the label. The video says, be yourself. This is one very influential man saying, be yourself. Don't try to be somebody else, because God made you for a purpose. He made you for a plan. There's nobody who can be you except you. What's happening right now is that there's nothing wrong. Okay, please understand when I say that I love social media. I love Instagram, Facebook. If you're into Facebook, let's be friend. But the situation right now pulls us into a temptation to put up a face, okay, a filter of really not allowing the world or the people around us to really know who we really are, right? I'm sure you've been in that situation as well. Maybe you only post some of the good things about you. Who among you posted something bad about you? Of course, no one will do that, right? But we are in the temptation of just putting up a face or not really being who we are, of pretending that like everything is okay and everything is not, there's no problem that's going on, or everything seems to be perfect. Okay, let me just give a quick confession. Can I be honest with you? Coach Chris is a very shy person. Okay, I don't know if you know that. For those of you who've been friends with me, maybe you heard me share it a while before, that really I'm a very shy person. I think if there's a word, shyest, I can use that to describe myself. Okay, I'm the most shy person in my school years. Okay, my favorite place to hide in or hang out in is in the library and the toilet. And there were even times that I would have lunch inside the toilet and assuming that it is clean. That's how much of an introvert or a shy person I am. I'm really very insecure. And growing up, I start to hate like these characteristics of mine. So I try to be like someone else who is very loud, or someone else who's very active and all this and that. You know, the life of the party. I try to compare myself to them. Like, why am I not like that? Why am I not like this? Why am I not talkative? Stuff like that. And then what that did to me is it creates an insecurity. It creates a negative feelings about me of not being confident of who I really am. And so for me, this message is really important, that we must get away or get rid of pretending and start loving who we really are. There's something powerful when we learn the importance of our identity. Okay, we have to reflect on this, and we have to be brave enough to resist, okay, the temptation of the forces around us to shape us into something we are not. Okay, the word, we look at the Instagram feed, you know, like there's a voice that you have to be like this, or you're not complete, you're not happy, you're not successful if you're not like this kind of person. That creates a envy or jealousy, which is not good. So I hope you are ready to you'll be ready to develop a habit of self-discovery, because this is something very, very important. Your self-discovery begins when you get out of your comfort zone. Okay, when you leave your comfort zone, that's when you get to know yourself more. A discovery, by definition, is it's progressive. Okay, if you want to know yourself more, you want to be aware of who you are. Discovery is progressive, meaning what you know about yourself now might be different about who you will be tomorrow. So we have to keep on learning and keep on getting to know who we are. When you face the mirror, you have to ask yourself, who are you? Coach Chris, who are you? Really, you have to be honest to yourself, because if you're not honest to yourself, then you will not get anywhere. Okay, discovery must never stop. Okay, it never ends. So why is it important? Okay, you have to answer the question, why is it important? Because it has to be progressive. Okay, it has to not end, because human identities, we are like caves. Okay, we are deep. Okay, to a certain extent, And it takes a lifetime for us to get to know who we really are deep inside. Okay? And there are factors like seasons, age, experiences, crying moments, happy moments, sweet moments, right? That shapes how we are and how we see life. And so we have to not stop learning and getting to know. You know what how I see the world 10 years from now, when I was 20 years old, is different with how I see the world right now. And so you can say that my attributes, okay, who I am before is not the same as who I am today. So we have to not stop learning about ourselves. Okay, humans change over time. Okay, believe it or not, learning to share the real you with others will make your if you know who you really are, okay, it will help the people around you, your family, your friends, your classmates, okay? It will help them become stronger and more authentic to you as well. Because they will not be real or be honest to you if you're not honest to them. Am I right? Right? No one wants to be a friend with a fraud, right? Or with a fake person. But if we are honest to them, then they can be vulnerable. They can share themselves who they really are to us as well. Right? So that's why it's really important that we really are honest to ourselves. So it's hashtag no filter. Self-discovery is to know who you are. I hope you won't get stopped. I won't settle in trying to say that, okay, I know already who I am. Because the moment you say that, those words come out of your mouth, that's the moment you stop growing. That's the moment you stop learning. When you realize or think that you already know who you are. And we should avoid these three kinds of IDs. Okay, nowadays there are three kinds of IDs. One is the expired. You thought you did something. You have 100 in math. Okay, on your first exam when you were in kindergarten, and you're still bearing that pride or that joy or that accomplishment 10 years from now, right? That's no longer who you are. It could have been your capacity, your skills might have changed already. So you have to let go of your expired ID and your fake ID. We saw that in the video, and we have to embrace who we really are. Are you embracing who you are? You can answer it in our chat box. Okay, I hope we start learning and loving and embracing who we are. And when we do, we get to reap the benefits. We get to enjoy the benefits of knowing ourselves, of having self-awareness. And it starts when we get out of our comfort zone. Okay, let me share to you some of the many fruits, results, or advantages and benefits of knowing ourselves. Knowing ourselves, okay, is not just figuring out your favorite color, your favorite food, your favorite music. It's more than that. Okay, knowing yourself is the process of understanding who you are deep inside. Okay, your strengths, your weaknesses. Okay, don't just be excited with your strengths. Okay, also be honest with what your weaknesses are, your passions, your fears, your desires, and your dreams. Okay, because you are not born knowing yourself. When you wake up in the morning, you cannot say, I already know who you are. And so we have to get over that idea that we know ourselves already. So things like happiness, okay, with you and the people around you. Okay, you will have less inner conflict. You will not be confused of who you are and your direction in life. You will have better decision making if you know and you are convinced that this is your identity, and you will have self-control. Okay, if you know that you're not made for these cheap thrill things, you will be controlled. You will be able to have self-control. You will be able to resist social pressure, okay, the peer pressure that this world can surround you with. And there will be vitality and pleasure. You will enjoy life richer, larger, and more exciting, right? So, friends, I want to encourage you. Now that we are here in a lockdown, okay, we cannot really just go out anywhere. There are a lot of things that we cannot do, especially in weekends. Let's not miss this crisis. Let's not waste this crisis, rather. Let's take advantage of really getting to know ourselves more, of self-discovery, self-awareness. And so how can we get to know ourselves more? Okay, these are my suggestions on how we can make the most of getting to know ourselves more. One, get to know your values. What are the things that is for you is a treasure that even if people will pay you, you will not let go of it because this is your value. Is what you value. Get to know your interest. Are you into music? Are you into writing? Are you into speaking? And if you see yourself very much passionate about a certain thing, go pursue it. Don't try to look on other things and try to get their lane. We have our own lanes. Okay, if it's a race, it's not a sprint. It's a marathon. Okay, the more you pursue your likes, your interests, the more you will get to know who you really are. Temperament. Okay, there are things that describes your inborn preferences, right? You can be an introvert, an extrovert, and learn to accept who you are, and don't succumb into jealousy or envy. Okay, around the world activities. Are you into certain habits? Learn to identify those things and ride on it. Okay, for me, I learned that I love seeing things. I'm more of a visual person in terms of learning something. So for me to write is a boring process of learning. So I try to really watch videos or listen to audio books, and I really enjoy myself more. That's what I observe with my around the clock activities. Also learn, identify your life's mission and your meaningful goals. It's hard to get somewhere, to be successful, or to achieve something, to help other people if you don't know your goal, your purpose. Okay, here in English class, we are here and we are willing to help you achieve your goals. If you don't know that, we can also help you to have those identified. By the way, I'm also a life coach, and so if you would want the rest of our coaches here are not just English teachers, we are also life coaches. And so if there are things like figuring out your goals, you need help with that, you're more than welcome to also come to us and ask for our help. And lastly, your strengths. Okay, this can include your abilities, your skills, and your talents. Okay, also your character strengths such as loyalty, respect, or love of learning and emotional intelligence. So these are the things that will help you, that compose who you really are. These are the building blocks of what makes you you. Okay, and I hope that encourages you. And lastly, my last encouragement for us to really get to know each other is by being in quality relationships with others, because it is in relationships with others that's when we get to learn ourselves, about ourselves more, and that's when we get to grow more in many areas of our lives. So be true. My last word is be yourself. Be true to yourself and don't try to be somebody else. Pachimo, because there's nobody who can be you except you. Thank you so much, and I hope you learned something from that.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Thank you for
Chris.
your speech. It was so interesting. It is deep question to answer to this question. Who I am? Yes. Who am I? Because I think it's philosophical and deep questions. Before answering this question, I think you need to read more and then answer. This is just my opinion. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you,
A
Ruslan.
very good job.
Yeah.
I appreciate those comments. But at the same time, guys, we wouldn't want to miss this opportunity for us to react, to learn from each other. And so we will be opening up our breakout rooms. So please stay, don't leave. Okay, we will be creating breakout rooms so you can share your thoughts or some things that questions you might have, so we can practice our speaking skills together. All right, so please stay put. We'll be opening up the rooms now in a while. So, ras, dua, tri. Hello?
Hi.